Our strategy is to build a connected, AI-driven healthcare ecosystem. When doctors are performing the therapy services on the patients, all the sensors embedded in the bed will record all the movements.
Healthcare is shifting from reactive to predictive. I'm Lyndsay Malchuk with Appeton here at MKK in Munich, and the next evolution isn't just about treatment, it's about precision. Data-driven insights, earlier detection, and a fundamentally different way of thinking about health. Now that requires more than innovation, it requires vision. Leo International Precision Health is building into that future where the personalization meets technology and outcome improves because of it. And at the center of that vision is the person who started it all. Joining me now is founder and chair of Leo International Precision, Mr. Leo himself. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah? Great. How has the show been so far for you?
It has been fantastic.
Yeah. It's been a busy one for us, so I can only imagine some of the investors that were able to hear your story as well. So let's just dive a little bit deeper into it, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to start off actually with, what you guys are actually doing. So you're not just building a company, you're building a whole portfolio that essentially works together. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. Of course, from Leo International Precision Health AG, we are very lucky. We had the chance to actually did reverse takeover this long history listed company last March. So last year, we actually selected the new supervisory board, and I serve as the chairman myself. We also appointed new management team. And since then, from last July on, we actually talked to over 200 companies.
Wow.
In 3 months' time.
Oh my gosh.
And we selected 20 companies for auditing.
Okay.
And we actually hire German auditors to do on-site auditing in Asia, in countries where these 20 companies are located. They came up with the auditing report, valuation report. We only chose 6 out of 20
Wow.
to acquire at the end.
My goodness. So you vet them very, very hard.
Exactly. So it's actually a very solid, disciplined selection process to us to select the asset companies we would like to work with. Last year, December 16, we successfully acquired this first batch of 6 assets across 5 countries.
Right.
Yeah. So our strategy is to build a connected, AI-driven healthcare ecosystem.
That's wild. Now, what is it that you're looking for? When you're vetting these companies, what is it that you're looking for?
We mainly look at AI-driven businesses with focus on synergy, innovation, and scalability. So that's our criteria, how we choose our target companies. And it has to be AI-driven. Either they are already applying AI technology in their operations, or they have the potential to apply AI technology in order to improve their top line and bottom lines.
Okay, well, that makes sense right there. Let's do your group structure. Let's just, dive a little bit into that. Where does LIPH sit with the broader Leo International Group? How does that amplify what you're building here?
Okay. So basically, because Leo International Precision Health as a listed company, because with the Leo International Group, we actually have many other businesses, which still remain as non-public.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has to serve as a role to connect to the global capital market.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't we flip over then, and we're going to talk about your key asset, which I believe is Dr. Payne.
Yes.
Tell us all about this, Leo.
Dr. Payne has been my favorite brand because it was founded 7 years ago. The Dr. Just Team Thai has proved their business model in Hong Kong, with 24 outlets.
Wow,
Serving
24.
24 actually, Hong Kong is a small city,
Right.
market. So they are able to duplicate their business model in Hong Kong and also expand that into China and Taiwan. So they also have the outlets in China and Hong Kong, Taiwan, and now expand to Thailand and some other Southeast Asia countries. Okay, so they prove their scalability.
Mm-hmm.
And they are combining both Western medicine and traditional Chinese medicine in their AI-driven pain management solutions.
Okay.
How do they apply AI? They invented a therapy bed.
Okay.
So when doctors are performing the therapy services on the patients, all the sensors embedded in the bed will record all the movements and transfer those data to the cloud. Yeah. So once they accumulate sufficient data, the doctor is able to conduct big data analysis in order to improve the therapy efficiency.
That's just, it's mind-blowing, and the technology that's always advancing in the healthcare system too is just exponential, and it happens so fast. So that's a great story. What is another story of yours that you just get so passionate about?
Right. The other asset from Singapore,
Yes.
it's called Pasamics.
Okay.
Yeah, this company actually provides gene test services.
Okay.
It's standard gene testing process, but mostly importantly is the personalized care solutions after gene report.
Okay.
Because everyone, we only need to conduct a gene test once in our life.
Of course.
Because our gene doesn't change at all.
It doesn't change. Yeah.
But after the report, of course, it shows you have some risks in some diseases. How we prevent that from happening to us. So personalized care solutions is important. Right now, they are working with insurance companies. So the insurance company actually create new insurance products
For them.
together with their service. So whenever you buy this insurance, then you receive the gene test service as well as the personalized care solutions.
Wow, so innovative.
What's in for insurance companies? Of course, if the customers all apply these personalized care services, they delay the insurance claim.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it also helps insurance companies.
Absolutely.
Once you work with one insurance company, other insurance companies have to follow.
This is so true. So true. Now, Leo, what is it that you think in the market they're just not understanding quite yet about the company?
Okay. Of course, right now we are still in the initial stage. Okay, but since we reverse takeover this listed corp last year. Okay, although they have been listed at Frankfurt for 24 years, but in the past few years they have remained as a shell company only.
Right.
Okay, there's no asset in that.
Okay.
So we acquire them, and until last December we successfully acquired 6 assets into that. Okay, these 6 assets audited valuation
Okay.
up to 111 million euro. Okay, that currently sitting in our balance sheet. Okay, but our market cap is still very small, only close to 9 billion only.
Okay.
But with the valuation of 6 assets up to 111, so that's something I would like to share with more
Of course.
investors.
Absolutely.
Okay, and of course, working with MC Service, through these professional PR companies, help us to expand our awareness.
Well, that's what it's about. It's about telling your story, because there's a lot of education that's still needed around that story. So, good for you. Now, if we were sitting here 1 year from now, Leo, what is a headline that you would want to be talking about?
Okay. Of course, our vision is to build a connected AI-driven healthcare platform.
Right.
And we really want to make it a reality, not just a saying. Okay, so if 1 year from now, okay, I would like to see okay, our connected ecosystem actually worked
Okay.
and creating synergies across different entities.
And what is the catalyst that you need to hit to make that happen?
AI technology.
All AI.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Well, it's been a short but very clear conversation, and I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to sit down with you today.
Pleasure is mine.
Absolutely. Let's have you back and learn some more for sure, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Now, this is where healthcare starts to become more proactive, and when that shift takes hold, it changes everything. A powerful space to be building in. Thank you so much again. I'm Lyndsay Malchuk with Appiton right here in Munich at the MKK. Stay tuned because there is way more to come.